This is probably not the best time to be checking my audio. All right, this is my very first live broadcast using EV Mod. This is my very first time using it. I threw up the Surfing the Pain logo and I created a couple banners real quick just to give it a shot. I am using the free version, so there'll be a little watermark up there, I'm sure. If you make videos and you want to go live and you want to do it really easy but be able to polish it up, you can throw up banners like this. Um, and this is on YouTube. You're going to see the little Borg dude down in the corner. And you can just tap him if you want to get more of this content. So yeah, you can put up these banners like this. So yeah, if you want to check out my other channels, but I wanted to let the folks see the pain. I am back. For those of you who don't know who the hell I am Joseph of Borg. I call myself that because I've got a computer attached to my spinal cord that lets me walk and blocks the pain from my uh, lumbar issues. I've also had a three-level fusion of my cervical spine, which has gotten my fine motor skills have gone all to shit. So, for those of you who may or may not have been following along, I moved from Minnesota to Las Vegas to check out the weather and stay out there. I didn't know, yeah, the heat was good for me, but the monsoons, or what the rest of the world, uh, I guess in the Atlantic it's a hurricane, in the Pacific it's a monsoon, from what I was told. Anyway, when they go up the coast, you really don't think about the fact that Las Vegas is only 4 hours from the coast by car. You just don't think of the two together. And because Las Vegas is in a bowl of mountains, if you even get cloudy weather, it takes a lot of pressure to push it all the way up over the mountains, the clouds. So anyway, and since those travel up the coast for days, that really jacked with my pain for days at a time. So that made me reevaluate anything that was coastal. We planned on leaving, and plus we got price market with the people from the west coming over and cashing out and buying houses, and that's fine. It's become difficult for me to fly and very painful, so we wanted to be so we were drive distance to the Minneapolis metropolitan area in Minnesota in a day comfortably. So we ended up leaving Las Vegas after about 7 years or so and relocating to southeast Iowa, or as I call it, the tropics of Iowa. If you care about that, want to hear more about it, let me know. Let me know what you guys want to hear and see. I am going to try and come back and make regular videos, but it makes it a whole lot easier if I get some folks who interact with me and ask me questions. Otherwise, I get really self-conscious about just talking into the mic constantly. So, but I went to my doctor today, new spine guy. Basically, I got settled here in the tropics of Iowa, in a very, very small town, under 1,000 people. between two major metropolitan areas as far as Iowa is concerned, I guess, of about 10 to 25,000 people. Um, so it's been an adjustment much more for my lovely wife Rena than I, but we managed to find a house we could afford that we can go about renovating for my anticipated difficulties. It's a one level. It's pretty much everything we could want. So now we're just fixing it up for my anticipated needs, which brings me back to the doctor conversation. Um, I'm not. I'm not being dramatic. I don't think I'm being gaslit. I think it's simply a matter of a difference of opinion. But my new spine doctor, he doesn't seem as impressed by my condition and my MRIs as Dr. L did in Las Vegas. And Dr. L did my fusion. Dr. L was let down once he got into my neck and told me once he got in there and actually put his finger on it, quite literally, that it was there wasn't anything they couldn't do as much as they had wanted to do, and it didn't. It was considerably worse than the imaging, and he expected it to continue to get worse. I haven't gotten really noticeably worse, largely because I control my symptoms through behavior. I have to lay down intermittently throughout the day. I have to change positions every 45 minutes or so from sitting to standing. As the pain overcomes what my implant changes programs when I move, so I have to move about every 45 minutes for my lumbar issues. My hands, my fine motor skills are pretty shitty, and the more I use them, the more they hurt, and it's a nerve pain. Um, uh, Dr. Lee had told me that that will probably continue to get worse because he saw some calcification forming in there, and he seemed really distraught by the fact, and really treated it like it was a rare and tragic case. Now, not to take anything away from Dr. Lee, Dr. R is I just got a little notice on my screen, so sorry about that. Um, he has done a very impressive fellowship, or whatever the term would be for a doctor, uh, at MIT Medical, I believe it is. It's been a long day. So anyway, he's got a very, very impressive resume, and he really specializes in complex disorders of the spine. Um, Dr. Lee is I have no complaints about him. He was wonderful. My results were exactly what I expected. Anyway, he had hoped to get me back more function and less pain. He seemed really let down after surgery that my pain really didn't abate. Um, so he pretty much put prognosis as it was going to continue to get tighter in my cervical spine, and we're down to about 6 millimeters now, and it should be around 18 from what I'm told. So, right in the C4-5 areas, and as the nerves continue to get compressed, for those of you who are not good with spinal uh, anatomy, C4-5 is pretty much what they refer to as the whole ball game. Through your cervical spine, level 4-5 branch nerves go out through the neural foramen to that control your bowel, breathing, bladder, and all four limbs. So, ta-da, C4 paralysis. Kind of prognosis if I don't get hit by a bus in the meantime. No timeline, just, if I live long enough, that's what's going to go on. this doctor didn't seem as impressed with the idea that I am going to continue to get worse. He says he sees the stenosis and whatnot, and he doesn't, you know, uh, we did find. Let me back up. Here's how I found this guy. I have the spinal cord stimulator, and if you're interested in spinal cord stimulators, I'm going to make a banner right now, live, just to show you how good this works. Uh, let's see. You can go to Simulator Success. Create, and I'm going to send it up there. My dumbass did this before. Sorry, folks. Live streaming. Wouldn't be live streaming if it wasn't. There we go. It was a screen resolution issue. So if I put this up, so yeah, spinal cord stimulator success stories is what. Oh, there's my picture back. Okay, I'm pushing my computer to the max. Anyway, so back to the doctor thing. Sorry, like I said, this is jumpy. Plus, I'm a one-man show. With the new doctor, he sees a lot more traumatic cases, so he may, I may not be as exotic when it comes to him. On the other hand, he just may have a more controlled manner uh, compared to my previous doctor. Um, he, it's not like he may not be seen just like my doctor in Vegas thought he was going to have a better approach and get better results before he went in. Whatever my surgeon in Vegas, and I don't want to mention names because I never asked permission, and I wouldn't want to. I'm not inferring anybody did anything wrong. I think that there may be things he saw live and in person when he had me open on the table that my current doctor can't see on the imaging in the same manner that he didn't see it before we went in. So, either way, it works out really well that I went in to see him. I found him by working the problem backwards. Shortly after we bought our house, it came up that my spinal cord stimulator battery needed to be replaced. So I worked the problem backwards. I called Medtronic, got it replaced. I'll be making some more videos about that again if you care about that kind of thing. Stimulatorsuccess.com is where you want to check out. So I got his name from Medtronic as somebody nearby. He is 90 minutes away, but I shopped the credentials of my surgeons pretty hard because I plan to be here the rest of my life, and I wanted somebody right down to the age. I wanted somebody who was fairly young and that I can see for the next 20 25 years or more, hopefully. So anyway, we'll see. We checked it out. He did my battery, went off flawlessly. I liked his manner, and if you care about what I liked about it, And got any questions about this stuff, please ask them in the comments. You can get a hold of me, email at josephofborg.com or josephofborg at gmail.com. Excuse me, I'm not going to bore you guys watching me henpeck out another banner. Um, so I may have got good news. I guess time will tell. But yeah, I like this guy. He took me seriously. So when I came back, when I came out here, I wanted to get some baseline imaging of my cervical spine as well as my lumbar and thoracic spine because I had them all MRI'd before I came to left Las Vegas. And I figured that way we could set up he'd have something to, my new doctor would have something to reference off of, and I could get here, then he could run his tests or her tests here, because then they'd have their new baseline. Okay. And then we could proceed with the care. I went in to see him now again because I got my annual forms, and how I feel about the forms I'll make on another video. Because, like I said in the title, I am back. I'm going to be getting on more commonly. I'm going to splurge on buying some of these apps like this one. So if you want, I got a link, an affiliate link. If you want to check out EV Mux, you can check it out for free. Use it for free, like I'm doing, and it would help me out to maybe get rid of this damn logo up in the corner. Anyway, I'm going to cut it off for tonight because I know I'm starting to ramble. It's been a long day and a medicated day. So thank you all for checking it out. I will be on again soon and hopefully get on in an hour, or I might start pre recording, but I really hate editing. So, anyway, Joseph Borgen, I'm out of here.